The Settings page is used to specify those settings which apply to the current project. The tree spacing exaggeration control is useful in two ways. First, by increasing the spacing between trees, it reduces the number of trees in the panorama view and so reduces drawing time. Second, it makes sparsely planted areas more apparent. In non-mountainous areas, altitude exaggeration can sometimes be useful to better see the more subtle variations of terrain. As an option, you can drape a calibrated bitmap image over the landscape. Typically, this might be a scan of a historic map or a specialist map showing things such as soil types. Using the Choose Optional Bitmap Overlay button to select the file. Note that the image must be calibrated. It can use WorldFile, GeoTIFF, or MapMaker calibration. If in the system setup you specified a directory for aerial photography tiles, then the option is available to use the aerial photography layer. Otherwise it will be greyed out. You can reduce the aerial photography intensity, since sometimes a background of aerial photographs can be overpowering and make it harder to read the detail of your woodland. Also, you can choose to render the aerial photography in grayscale, which helps to avoid the colours of the woodland being distorted by the colours of the photography. In the same way, if you have specified a directory of TIFF tiles, then this option will be available so long as the aerial photography option has not been selected, as in this case. If any of the three overlay options are selected, bitmap, aerial photography or TIFF tiles, then the tile's opacity option is available. If you set the opacity to any value less than 100%, then background colours will start to appear on the map. The background colours represent differences of altitude. If none of the overlay options is selected, then the background colours are used on their own. You can choose an optional line features overlay. Typically, this might be a drawing showing the route of a proposed new forestry road or a set of new drainage ditches. The drawing can either be a MapMaker DRA file or an Esri shapefile. If you are using a line features overlay, you can choose to clip the new polygons to these lines, so stopping your new woodlands from inadvertently crossing a line feature. The Show Your Woodland option will usually be ticked, but there may be some circumstances where you need to see the landscape without your proposal. The polygon opacity determines how translucent your woodland polygons are. The advantage of translucency is that the background map can be seen through the polygons. The disadvantage is that the colours are diluted and so, in some circumstances, can be harder to distinguish. If you have downloaded and installed the Forestry Commission's National Forest Inventory and their Forest Estate Roads map, then these options will be available. In Prospect Designer, not Prospect Snapshot, there are settings for management categories. These are attributes for management coops, sometimes called felling coops. Prospect comes preloaded with management categories, codes and colours used by the Forestry Commission, but you can edit these and add your own. To add a new category, click on the New Management Category button. A new line is added. Edit the name, data ID and colour.